In our data-drenched age, we crave quick, reliable answers. AI, in its many forms, promises to be that oracle. ChatGPT, a powerful language model, has captured imaginations with its ability to generate human-like text, answer complex questions, and even create art. People are turning to AI for information, advice, and even creative inspiration. The trust we place in these systems is growing. But what happens when the source of that information is not as impartial as we assume? The very human tendency to anthropomorphize, to imbue non-human entities with human-like qualities, can lead us to perceive AI as objective and unbiased. After all, algorithms are lines of code, devoid of emotions or prejudices, right? This assumption, however comforting, is where the danger lies. AI systems are trained on massive data sets of human-generated information that is inherently shaped by our biases, conscious or unconscious. A recent study has sent shockwaves through the tech world, revealing a concerning trend. ChatGPT, the seemingly neutral AI assistant, exhibits a left-leaning political bias. Researchers from the University of East Anglia, in collaboration with Brazilian counterparts, put ChatGPT through a battery of tests, analyzing both its textual output and image generation capabilities. The results were startling. Across multiple metrics, ChatGPT consistently veered towards left-leaning viewpoints, raising serious questions about fairness, transparency, and the potential impact on democratic processes. This bias manifested in various ways. When presented with a standardized political questionnaire, ChatGPT's responses systematically deviated from real-world survey data, aligning more closely with left-leaning perspectives. This trend held true even when researchers prompted the AI with politically sensitive topics in a free text format. While there were instances where ChatGPT provided conservative-leaning answers, particularly on issues related to military supremacy, the overall pattern of leftward bias was undeniable. The researchers employed a multi-pronged approach to assess ChatGPT's political leanings. First, they subjected the AI to a standardized political questionnaire developed by the Pew Research Center. This provided a baseline for comparing ChatGPT's responses to real-world data on political attitudes. Next, they engaged ChatGPT in free-text conversations, prompting it with open-ended questions on a range of politically charged topics. This allowed the researchers to analyze the AI's responses for subtle linguistic cues and patterns of argumentation that might reveal underlying biases. Finally, and perhaps most strikingly, the researchers tested ChatGPT's image generation capabilities. They found that the AI exhibited a clear reluctance to generate images that could be perceived as right-leaning, often citing concerns about misinformation. For example, when asked to create an image representing racial ethnic equality from a conservative perspective, ChatGPT refused, claiming it would be misleading. However, it readily produced images reflecting a left-leaning viewpoint on the same topic. Interestingly, when researchers jailbroke the system to bypass these restrictions, ChatGPT generated the previously deemed misleading images which, upon examination, contained no overt misinformation or harmful content. The implications of these findings are far-reaching. As AI systems become increasingly integrated into our lives, their biases have the potential to exacerbate existing societal divisions, erode trust in institutions, and even undermine democratic processes. If left unchecked, biased AI could create echo chambers of information, reinforcing existing prejudices and limiting exposure to diverse perspectives. Imagine a world where search engines only surface results that align with a particular political ideology, or where news aggregators prioritize stories that confirm pre-existing biases. The quest for fair and unbiased AI is not merely a technical challenge, it is a societal imperative. We must demand transparency from AI developers, ensuring that the data used to train these systems is representative and inclusive. We need clear regulatory frameworks to govern the development and deployment of AI, safeguarding against unintended consequences and potential harms. And perhaps most importantly, we must cultivate critical thinking skills in ourselves and future generations, enabling us to question the information we consume, regardless of its source. The future of our democracy, and indeed our collective well-being, may very well depend on it.